Welcome in to another stitch tutorial. This week we are going to be doing the Glover stitch. I really hope that's how it's pronounced. I wouldn't expect any other pronunciation, but you never know. Anywho, let's get into it. So we need a chain that comprises of multiples of 2, and then you add 1. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do another 2. 13, 14, and then I add my 1 on the end. And let's begin. So in the second from the hook, just here, you are going to go into the front loop only, pull up a loop, got 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 loops, and then chain 1 to close. That's 1 done. Next, into the next stitch, we're going into both loops, so the full stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, oops, keep missing the stitch, yarn over, pull through, till you've got 4, then you yarn over and pull through all 4, finishing that stitch with a chain 1 which will close it. So let's go again, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, into the next chain, oh no, sorry, yarn over, into the next chain, sorry, yarn over, pull through, so you've got 4, yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 1 to close the stitch. And you literally carry on like that until you get to the end of the row. And when you've completed the end of the row, I'll meet you there. So I'm just here on my very last, yarn over, pulling through. I've got my 4 on the hook, yarning over and pulling through all 4. Now, because that is the end, instead of chaining 1 to close it, I'm going to chain an extra 1. So on the end of every row, always chain 2. And then, of course, you need to turn. Now, with your chain, here is your first stitch from the hook. Here is your second. You're going into the second stitch from the hook. You're not going down to your main work yet. You're literally going into the second chain from your hook and take the first loop only. Yarn over, pull through, then into the next stitch, go into the entire stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Oh, sorry, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, and pull up that loop. So you've got your 4 on your hook again. Yarn over, pull through all 4 and chain 1. Now you'll notice that the pattern will continue now, where you literally go into the first loop only, and then in the next stitch you go through the entire stitch. If you want to visualize it, when you've got this in front of you, you'll have one stitch that is ever so slightly angled. That's the one that you take your hook and just go into the front loop. Yarn over, pull through. And then the normal looking stitch, just here, you go into the whole lot after yarning over. Pull through to do your 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4 and chain 1. So here we go again. That one is slightly angled, and so we're doing front loop only. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over. The next one is horizontal. We're going straight in as a normal stitch, front and back, yarning over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 4 and chain 1 to close. Let's show one more time. Angle, so grab it, just the front loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over. The next stitch is horizontal, so I'm going into both, yarn over, pull through, and I have my 4 hooks. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through to make that last chain. And that is it. You continue this row for as long as you need to. Each time you have 4 on the hook, you pull through and make sure you do that chain. You always start with a front loop only. The second stitch is going into all completely until you've got the 4 on your hook, and then you always close with a chain. So I'm on the end of the row, making sure I get into that last. There's my 4, yarn over, pull through. And because I'm on the end, remember, chain 2. 1, 2. So I'm going to quietly sort of go through the next row. Chain 1, 2. I'm going into the second chain from the hook and grabbing the first loop only. Yarning over, pulling through, yarning over, going into the next stitch, which is a normal stitch, bringing that loop up, yarning over, pulling through everything, chaining 1. Next is a front loop only, yarn over, pull through, yarn over into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 4 and chain 1. And that is it. It's that easy. It's a little bit daunting, I guess, when it comes to the chain right at the start. But once you've got it, you've got it. And you can go for it. I know you can. This is wonderful for scarves, scrubbies, blankets. And you know what? Even wearables, within reason. But here I am just approaching the last row. The last couple of stitches. Oops. And the last stitch. I'm going to need a stitch marker. Good job I've got some hanky markers over there, huh? They're on my Etsy shop, by the way. And at the moment, I've even got 2 mystery boxes on there. At the moment. Chaining 2. Placing my hook down. Grabbing a hanky marker. And just putting that on the end. And there we have it. The Glover stitch. Not exactly a yarn eater, but makes a nice thick fabric. Lovely in Aran and chunky. There you have it. So, will you give it a go? Let me know. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.